No, sir.
What?
You are in custody right now. If you leave the courtroom, it's a felony escape.
That's a felony to put me in custody because you have no authority or jurisdiction or standing.
All right, guys. Today we got one of the wildest and most intense court hearings I've seen in a long time. This sovereign citizen is in court because he flat out refused to turn himself in after a warrant was issued for his arrest. Now get this. He's actually claiming he doesn't even exist. Yeah, it's that kind of crazy. Apologies in advance for the video quality, but trust me, it's worth it. This has to be one of the most bizarre and entertaining cases I've ever come across. Let me know what you think of this guy's arguments. And if you're into insane courtroom drama like this, make sure to like and subscribe. Let's jump right in.
Okay, so you failed to appear for court multiple times in this case.
Your Honor, just for the record, the named defendant is actual property, a registered trade name. And the case has also been certified as a fraud. I have court certified documents to prove that. That should be on the record. And that's the reason why it was certified to be a fraud, because the plaintiff is a foreign-owned private corporation, of which I have no contract with, and neither does the registered trade name. And the registered trade name has been used without authorization and permission, and there's an act of identity theft, and that's probably one of the reasons also why the state has acquiesced that both cases are a fraud. Let me add one more piece of information. I am a foreign sovereign with respect to the privately owned foreign corporation known as the state of Washington.
Yes, on the 303 matter, Mr. Haywood was sentenced to serve 4 days in jail. He failed to report to the jail on June 29, 2023, and we're asking him to be taken into custody to serve that time.
Objection, Your Honor. I actually contacted the jail to make special arrangements to deliver the defendant with the special arrangements to not damage the paper, and the jail refused. So I attempted to deliver the defendant, and objection, the state has no standing as they are representing a privately owned foreign corporation, and the prosecutor is not licensed to practice law in this country.
So basically, this guy shows up to jail with a little piece of paper that has his name on it and claims he was trying to turn himself in by handing it over. Like, seriously? Did he think they'd just take his paper, nod and go, "Yep, that works, we'll arrest you now"? Of course they didn't take it, because it's literally just a random piece of paper. I can't tell if this dude is completely off his rocker or just putting on a performance for attention. I've seen a lot of sovereign citizen nonsense, but this guy might be one of the wildest. He's just making stuff up on the spot. Let me know in the comments what you think so far. Now let's get back into it.
Okay, so I think it's the 303 that he was convicted and ordered to do jail, and you believe that he didn't comply with jail because there's a docket entry that said defendant complied with jail. Maybe that was an error.
That was probably my attempt to deliver the defendant to the jail, but they refused. And just to clarify, the defendant only exists on paper, just as the plaintiff only exists on paper. The jail refused the paper, and here we are today. And the state still hasn't proven standing yet, by the way, as well.
So, Mr. Haywood, it doesn't look like you did the sentence on the 303 matter, and so I am going to quash the warrant. However, I am going to have you serve that time.
Okay, well, I'll deliver the paperwork to the jail. That's fine. I tried to once before, but they refused it. And just to clarify, I'm not the defendant. There is nothing on there, nor is there any testimony from anybody as first-hand witnesses under penalty of perjury that I am the defendant. And I've uploaded plenty of documentation to prove I'm not the actual defendant. That is a registered trade name, matter of public record, and registered with the state. So if you want me to serve some jail time, then we're going to need to change who the defendant is, because I'm not the defendant.
All right, so can you upload a new commitment?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the reason they couldn't put my name on there as a defendant is because I'm a foreign sovereign with respect to the corporate entity known as the state of Washington, of which I have no contract with.
Well, you had your day in court on the 303 matter. You had a trial. You represented yourself or the defendant, whichever way you want to say it, but you represented the defendant yourself. and you were convicted, and you were ordered to serve 4 days in jail. You didn't do that. And so
The defendant was ordered to serve 4 days in jail, and I attempted to deliver the defendant to the jail, but the jail refused.
okay, well, I'm going to make sure that they don't, because I've done a new commitment for you today so that they won't refuse for the defendant to serve that time. You're going to serve those 4 days, and then you'll be released, and nothing more will happen on that 303 case. You'll be done. And then this case will be heard August 24th at 10:30 in the morning. If you change your mind about representing yourself, then you can ask for help if you want it. If you don't want help, we don't have to have it. So we'll see you in August. I'm going to have you take a seat right over there.
I won't be here for the defendant August 24th. Would you like me to deliver the defendant to the jail?
I would like you to sit over there
Is there any
with
standing
the
or
defendant.
jurisdiction chosen, proven here yet?
Please go take a seat.
Okay, so let the record reflect no jurisdiction has been proven.
This whole split personality act is getting way out of hand. Honestly, I think the judge should have held him in contempt by now. The guy's being straight up disrespectful, constantly interrupting, arguing over jurisdiction like he actually has a shot at beating this. The second he said he doesn't even identify with his legal name, yeah, that would have been contempt right there if it were up to me. You can't just waltz into court and act like the law doesn't apply to you, especially when you're the one on the hot seat. What do you guys think? Should the judge have cracked down harder? Or is this just one of those cases where you grab the popcorn and watch the chaos unfold? Let me know. Now let's get back into it.
Has the identity of the defendant definitively been established?
Okay, please go take a seat. Sonia Sesko, customer 231024002. Mr. Haywood, sit down.
Am I obligated to follow these rules?
You are going to sit down right now.
Do you have any jurisdiction? I don't believe you have any jurisdiction that's been proven yet.
Please sit down.
Are you threatening me with violence?
I'm asking you to sit down.
You only have authority over the defendant. You have no authority.
What are you doing?
Mr. Haywood?
You're escaping?
I got things to do.
No, sir.
What?
You are in custody right now. If you leave the courtroom, it's a felony escape.
That's a felony to put me in custody because you have no authority or jurisdiction or standing. You got some proof of
Okay,
that?
well, we are all being recorded, so if you leave this courtroom, it'll be a felony escape charge. Your choice.
Okay, well then, I guess in the best interest of peace, in regards to your violence, I will go ahead and relax for a minute, but let's get with it. I got things to do. Got it?
What was that just thrown?
Car keys.
Do you know that person?
Yeah, they're my voice.
Okay. All right. So thank you. Mr. Haywood has been very disruptive. He tried to leave the courtroom once he was placed in custody. So just FYI, be careful with him.
Give me a break. Can I just see just need to see it, thank you. Can I see who's being put into custody, please? I just need to see the name. I just need to see the name of the person. Okay, that's not me, that's the problem here.
Our Sanborn's matter, we're here today on.
That's not me. The name is saying it, but that's my registered trade name. I got all that documentation right here.
Okay, good. We're
You
going
want
to
it?
take care of it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, this is the defendant technically.
If you want that, I can go with you, put everything, try that.
Hold on 1 second. Well, that's taken care of.
We can take that, and get the right name.
Did she file a notice of appearance?
I will make sure that she does, Your Honor.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I haven't had enough coffee yet today. So yeah, no, you've got Ms. Bradshaw, so that's fine. You don't need to do those forms. But she does need to file a notice.
All right. That's enough of this sovereign citizen nonsense. It's about time they finally took this guy into custody. He's clearly dealing with some serious issues, and he's got the whole sovereign script down to AT. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he's one of the ringleaders in those weird online forums. These people actually believe they can just opt out of law by declaring they're not part of the system. It's pure fantasy. You can't just scream, "I'm not subject to your laws," and expect the judge to go, "Oh, okay then, carry on." They act like they've cracked some secret legal cheat code, but all they're doing is digging themselves into a deeper hole. It's wild how deep into conspiracy theories some of them are. They can't even see they're only hurting themselves. The law doesn't care about your made-up jurisdiction claims. You can shout and rant all you want, but you'll still end up in a cell like everyone else who refuses to take responsibility. And honestly, a lot of these folks could have just paid a small fine and walked away. But instead, they go full sovereign mode, start yelling about conspiracies, and bam, jail time at the end of the day. It's sad, but also kind of ridiculous. What do you think? Was this guy really that far gone or just playing a role for attention? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're into Wild Courtroom,